So way back in this direction, there is a very basic wither skeleton farm. We're not going to go explore that right now, just because it is a very long distance away. But partway down this tunnel, with an unfinished little tunnel leading to it, we need to finish this up. We have our mob farm, and here we get all the different drops that we need from all the different mobs. And there's two sides of it. And it is all housed inside of a pagoda. Let's take a quick nap real quick. So now we're kind of in the middle of this, which is a little bit weird. There is a village there. There was a village there to begin with, and I decided I wanted to make it match the pagoda theme. So it's all been themed up to match. This is the middle of our pagoda. There's a little dojo right here. If we head upstairs, we have a little fountain in this room. Head up another room, we have our map room. There's a map on each of the four walls of what is out from the pagoda in those directions. And then at the top, there's going to be a little statue and a little building right here. So here's the statue. So this is the very top. And then nope. So these ladders lead up to that first room we were in, so we won't go back up there. And then you come down these stairs, and you get into this room. It doesn't have much going for it. It's just a room. The big thing is there's a mob farm in there, so you know there was only so much you could do with some of these rooms because there's limited area. We got some little banners and stuff and hanging lamps. And then you got the big spiral staircase coming down here. And that is that. Now, if you actually want to AFK at the farm, what you do is you hit this button right here. And you come here. Oh, I still need to get a sea lantern. This is supposed to have a sea lantern instead of a torch. But anyway, you come on up here. How did you get here? Oh, I guess because there's the torch, he came up through that. That's how. Alright. So, in theory, if that was a sea lantern, this entire area would be completely safe past those pistons. And then you just do that, and that will activate the mob farm that is directly below us. And then when you're done, you turn it off, and you just drop down. And you drop down here. And then you just pop up through this side, which closes up. And that is that. So, then this is the lamps and the pathway, and then here's that village. Lots of different villagers and little houses. All the different working places are here as well. Little Zen garden, or not Zen garden. A little pond. Anyway, and there's another blacksmith place over here. And that is the pagoda in the background. And as you can see, it is a rather large structure. I forget the exact height, but I want to say it's like 160 blocks tall or something like that. And then off in this direction, there was another village, and rather than just leaving the village or updating it to that style, what I did was I kind of made it themed, and I moved all the villagers over to that village, and then over here I made this village be a destroyed village, like they were fighting with them and lost. So there's this little ruined village over here, overgrown with plants and weeds and everything. So yeah. Currently, I do have a little bit of a problem. Sometimes with feather falling, the zombies will survive the fall. So I need to go up there and clear them out every now and again, and I haven't yet built the fences to contain them well, or built the entrance into there. So we need to do that, and we'll deal with that in the future. Alright, so in the end, we now have an Enderman farm. So it's built right down here at bottom level, and it works, as you can see all those Endermen falling down, quite efficiently. And you just walk up into it, and you just start slicing away. And this ticking you hear is actually ender pearls getting voided into the void, because this thing backs up with ender pearls pretty quickly. But there are those 2 double chests there, so if you ever did need ender pearls, they are indeed available. Currently there are 4 of these portals open. So there's one, that one has a bridge built to it, there's a second one there, and another one there, so that's the 4. We still need to fight the dragon a few more times to get all of them open. Here you find your iron farm. Now this is the old design. It still seems to work, but not as efficiently as the new 1.16 version, especially when it comes to nighttime. So if I want to AFK at the farm, I do need to do something about that. So I plan on rebuilding it at some point. But you get all your iron over here. And to be honest, what we're going to do real quick is we are going to get some iron. Alright, that should be enough. So what we need the iron for is we need them to build iron golems for the slime farm. So we're going to need that eventually. That is also the old villager breeder. I don't know that it still works now. I think it actually is broken in the 1.16 world. So we may have to come up with something new there too. I think there's only 2 other big builds to show, and that'll be most of everything on the server right now. If we come off to this green side, there is also a blaze farm, but that's not super impressive, so I'm not going to worry about going over there. But over here, there's 2 farms. There's the gold farm in that direction, and then there's the 2 farms that I have in this direction. So the first one is, as you might guess after seeing what you're seeing, the Guardian farm. I have raised the Guardian temple out of the water and altered it slightly so it's got a unique design, but it for the most part is themed after the Guardian temple, except I've added that, and it also has this height to it, and this outer design here. And then if we go inside, there's some bubbles off in the background. At some point, this plans on being some staircases down to like a balcony area right there. But we haven't done that yet. But there's some little themed little builds here. And then that right there is the Guardian Farm itself. It is based on an Iskal 85 design. I believe it was his. But basically that little bit of water right there is where all of the guardians are, and then they get fed down to the centered area. And then down here is our collection system. So this collects it all. It will dispose of any extra items that overfill the system. So once these get full, which it actually looks like the prismarine shard or prismarine crystals already are, so any extra prismarine crystals will get disposed of. Automatically, it just collects anytime you're in the area, unless you do that, and then this will allow you to kill them manually. And if you kill them manually, obviously you get your experience, and you also get drops. Now, every once in a while, this floor will open to allow the drops to drop through, because currently it's just regular hoppers down there. So you'll notice that in just a little bit. There we go. So yeah, that lets all the drops through, and you can hear them getting dispensed. I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'll drop the extra items here down there. And those will get sent up through some things, filtered out, and stored over here. We do have blocks that we've made in these storage chests, but those aren't obviously automated. This is obviously a little repair station with anvils, and then over here is an enchanting station, so if you want any of that, it is ready and accessible. Now the other farm that's over here is over on this island right here. Here is a cave spider spawner. You drop down here, you can wander out this way. And those 3 levers are for the 3 separate spawners. This gold block, or gilded blackstone block technically, is the best place to stand to make that spawner, and that spawner all active at the same time, and then you'll get your cave spiders right up in here, and when you do, you can slice them up. Most, if not all, of their items go into those hoppers. Every now and again they get stuck in these trapdoors, and you gotta jump up here, but as long as you kill all the spiders that can see you right away, you can jump up here, get your experience, get any items stuck in the trapdoors, and it's all good. We'll demonstrate that here in a second. And then over here, you have all of your spider eyes and your string. So if you want any of that, that is all available. This is actually a farm that I created specifically to get the spider eyes, because I needed them for the apothecary. Oh, I didn't show you guys the apothecary. We may have to pop back and show you that. But so you just slice them up, and then I can stand here, and the spiders won't attack me, strangely, as long as there weren't any that could see me. I think it's because they can't see my face right now, and that whole line of sight thing. If I jump up there now, they will attack me, as you can see. They attack me right off, actually. But if all the ones that can see me right now are dead when I jump up there, everything's good. And I can stand here as long as I want, and they won't attack me, even though there's going to be a bunch of spiders there. Now, the other tunnel in the nether tunnels leads over to the last farm that I wanted to show you outside of the apothecary. But I'm going to go ahead and fly there instead, because it is just right over here, and it actually looks pretty cool as you approach it. Unfortunately, the server seems to be hurting right now. There we go. This is the gold farm access tower. So all the way from the bottom, there are stairs leading all the way to the top. This entire build is not spawnable, so you will not get any mobs here because it is all carpeted or slabbed. And then this level right here is at the level of the nether roof. So if you come up here, this will lead you to the nether tunnels that we normally have, and then this is where you'll come through. But if you want to go to the gold farm that's well above the nether roof, you have to go to the top of this tower. Which again, there is a staircase all the way up. I would never take it, but you could. And you get all the way to the top, and there's this nether portal up here. Then inside of here we have, it's Nembomb's design, but it's just it's a gold farm. And you can do that, and it will make it so they survive the fall, and then you can kill them. There is a spot to AFK at up above, but the way up there is currently just a scaffolding, which is annoying, and then there's a collection system down here. So I do need to build a better way to get up, but down here you have all of your gold ingots. And then I have crafted up a bunch of the gold ingots, so I have a double chest here, and part of a chest here. And then I also have my gold box, which is back at the slime farm. It's back at the slime farm, but it is a shulker box full of gold blocks. So this works quite efficiently, and like I said, if you travel up there, there is a spot, that glass chamber is where you would want to be to AFK this with most efficiency. But there's no good way there right now. You just have to climb the scaffolding. I want to fix that. Basically, I'm going to build like a staircase off the back of this portal, I think. But I haven't done that yet. So, that's a project for the future. Alright, so right here is the apothecary. This is where you have all your different potions that you could want. And what it is it's, I believe it was, I think it was Impulse SV, but I could be wrong. It was one of the Hermitcraft members, though, for sure, that made this design. But basically, you just keep these full here, and you keep refilling this with water bottles. There aren't any up there, but there are some in the double chests and stuff leading down from there. But that's where you put them in. And you keep that all full, and then as soon as this is missing water bottles, this will automatically brew up another set until it overfills, and then it will stop. So once this has water bottles in it, or potions in it, it will stop brewing. So once this double chest is full, and this gets at least one potion in it, it will stop brewing, and then as soon as this hopper is empty, because you took potions out of here, it'll start brewing up the next batch automatically, taking care of business. Here's one that doesn't yet have a potion in it, because I haven't yet decided what else I would want. But it is ready to go whenever I do decide, and everything else is here. So we have invisibility, and water breathing, and splash potions of weakness, and slow falling, and strength, and night vision, and, you know, whatever, fire resistance. Splash potions of poison, potions of healing, splash potions of harming, potions of swiftness, and splash potions of slowness. So that is all available to us over here. But yeah, that is that. And then so there is a squid farm back here. So that squid right there is the entrance to it. And behind it is the farm itself. And again, here's some more chests that need to go away eventually. Just full of stuff. And heck, there's even diamonds in here. I need to deal with that. Anyway, and then this is the farm. And everything just drops down into those hoppers down there. Gets collected and sorted. And once you walk into the squid, you can drop down. This granite block is the best place to stand to activate the farm properly. And you just get all of your ink. And it is actually completely full at this point. Extra ink is going into the overflow that's just for whatever ends up in the farm. So that's interesting. Okay, so that is the last thing I haven't shown you yet. So the only other thing is going to be that the slime farm. Alright, so I dug out a big old area here and put up some walls to figure out which chunks were slime chunks. And there's one there marked out by that flag, there's one there marked out by that flag. I think... Interesting. There was one over there, because I keep getting slime from over there, that isn't marked out by a flag, because I didn't notice it when I had the walls up. But... really quickly, I want to get some more rockets, so I don't have a problem with that. And make sure we put the rocket box back. Alright, so then I dug this out. So that goes all the way up to that top platform there is at level 39, which is the highest level that slime can actually spawn on, to my understanding. I'm not 100% positive if they could spawn if it was on level 40 or not, but that works. And then, so the collection system is already built. The storage system is not. So this is where they get collected and put right now. Obviously that's not ideal. So that's one of the things we gotta still do. Also there's iron golem holes all along the outside walls. They need to get iron golems in them. That's where the scaffolding is. There's also going to be some stripes of cyan terracotta going up the back there. And then up front here, we are going to put a glass wall around here. We're going to build our elevators up through here with glass so we can see the whole farm as we come in. And then this is actually going to send these items all the way to the surface where we're going to have a building with our collection storage system up there. So that's where everything is going to get stored when it gets collected. Our auto killing is already set up and done. All these platforms are done. They are all identical. We got this simple little pattern here. And I think it's looking okay. Obviously this beacon is going to go away, and I'm going to try to slab over the slime chunks that are back here so that we don't end up with slime spawning where we don't want them to spawn, so that this farm is as absolutely efficient as possible. And that's going to be that. So alright everybody, thank you so much for watching. And I'll catch you next time. And remember, folks, don't get trapped without me. Bye-bye!